Hello, friends. Welcome into the DLLS Cowboys pregame. Getting ready to beat the Broncos 71-4. That's my initial prediction. Get your final one right before our show is done. So get up in here. Let's get ready for some football. Show starts. Meow. Welcome in, everybody. It is time for the DLLS Cowboys pregame with your DLLS Cowboys podcast friends. It's good to see everybody. Welcome in, getting ready for 71-4 or thereabouts. Type in the number of your favorite player in the chat. We sure would appreciate it. Hit the like button on your way in. How about it? Okay, that'd be nice of you. Let's get this thing going. My name is Jeff. Next to me is former Cowboy wide receiver Jesse Holly.
Oh, Jesse Holly went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
And I want to wish my oldest niece, my baby, the firstborn, a very happy 19th birthday. I love you. Uncle Jesse loves you. She's a freshman at North Carolina. I think it's the Aggies. Yeah. I love you, Tink. I love you. 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 Happy birthday. Happy birthday to my niece.
Next to Jesse is the greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys. Soon, Mr. Ali Jawad.
Prince Ali, handsome as he.
I'd like to dedicate my performance on today's show to the actor Cary Elwes. Played the farm boy in The Princess Bride, who became the Dread Pirate Roberts, the main character, Wesley. No? Nothing?
No.
No. Best not to worry about. Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Okay.
Yeah, he was Robin Hood, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, welcome in, everybody. We'll have Clarence Hill join us live from Denver, live from the Mile High, where I did see him on the internet asking about are edibles legal in Denver. And so we'll see how that hit goes when Clarence joins us. That'll be real nice.
He's eating good right now, I'll tell you that.
What's it? Oh,
Clarence in the press box. He's eating
okay.
good right
He
now.
sent a picture of a plate of food instead of joining the show today.
Which got his priorities straight.
He's also going to probably put some of that just freely in his pockets. He's going to walk out with a
It'll
steak.
be on the ground. Just wait.
He'll have a steak in his pocket on the way out.
If you've ever eaten with or around Clarence, you know it doesn't all, whatever's on the fork and plate doesn't always get to where it's supposed to get to. For sure, we'll get on the floor, table, his shirt.
Yeah, and he'll stuff a handful of fries in his pocket on the way out.
Yeah.
He'll do it. Everybody wants to know, Jesse,
Oh, my God.
what was Dak wearing on his way in, and does it mean that he'll play well?
I love that I've become the official Dak, and I brought this on myself. And so I own it. But yeah, Dak is looking good, man.
That's good.
He's looking real 1970s. Like he ain't got time for you jive suckers to jive turkeys today.
I can't say that.
Can't say jive turkey?
Well, in the movie Semi-Pro, they treat it as the worst phrase of all time.
In the 70s?
A guy calls a guy that.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, did you just call me that? And
Yeah.
He's like, no, he called you and says something way more offensive.
Yeah, no, like back in the 70s. No, he got a real, I like it. I like it. He's looking like a real, like I'm not playing with these jive turkeys today. And, give me a little bit of that on the black hand side. You know what I'm saying? Give me some 5 on the black hand side. Turn your hand over.
I go.
On the black hand side. Yeah. So I ain't playing around with you suckers.
All right, so that's good.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
You're
That's
gonna be
good.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Inactives for today's game. Oh, forgot I have to use my mouse. Hold on. Let me get him pulled up here. Jack Sanborn got a groin. Wanye Thomas, migraines. Donovan Wilson, elbow/shoulder. That's a double whammy. Johnny Cornelius, knees. Both of them
Not
hurt.
knee, but knees.
Jonathan Mingo's out. Jay Toy is out. Your inactives for the Cowboys in this football game. The part that is probably the most relevant is Donovan Wilson and Wanye Thomas because Malik Hooker is on the short-term IR ski.
Yep.
So you are without both starting safeties and the primary backup. So you will have a backup and then the backup's backup.
Reddy Stewart and Corey Ballantyne will be your backup safeties today.
All right. We'll hope they don't see the field. That'll be good. Yep. So you'll have Marquise Bell back there and, what's his name? The Syracuse guy, Elijah Clark. That they like, the rookie. So that's who's going to be back there at safety for you. Does that affect my 71-4 Cowboys prediction? You'll find out.
You can't. You buried the lead.
Trayvon Diggs?
In addition to all of that.
Oh, yeah. Trayvon Diggs is out, and he's not just out. He's out for at least 4 weeks on IR because he had a concussion at the house last week. So if they don't tell us anything, I think you are free to be as recky-specky as you want in the chat.
And let me also say this when it comes to Trayvon Diggs and his concussion and being on IR. If those of you are wondering if that will negate him being traded, as of 2018, they changed the rules. You can still trade a player on IR. So just because Trayvon Diggs is currently on IR for the next 4 weeks, he can still be traded, but when traded, he still has to finish out the IR stint. So he can't be on IR today, gets traded tomorrow, and get active the next day. He still has to go out and do the remainder of the IR stint. But he's more than eligible.
Yeah.
To be traded.
Well, that's good because it's clearly an incredibly severe concussion. This is the second week he's out. He'll need at least 3 more to be recovered so that he can get back out.
I can tell you I'll tell you guys off air, but I can tell you how you can get a concussion accidentally at home. Okay. I'll tell you off air. It's an off air conversation, but I can definitely tell you.
You can get beat up. Clarence Hill is joining us. He is in the Mile High City. We're going to find out if he tracked down any edibles. But first of all, let's talk about the football game, Clarence. What do you know about Trayvon Diggs and how you doing?
How you guys doing?
We're fine.
I went and talked to Jerry Jones just for you guys. I just do this. I work for you guys. I went down to the. It's for you, Jesse.
Yeah, I know.
For you.
Thank you.
For DLLS. Okay.
Thank you.
When I say you guys, I'm talking about DLLS.
Thank you.
I'm talking about
appreciate
doing my
it.
job. Okay.
Appreciate
it. Anyway, when I cornered Jerry, in the locker room right before we walked in the locker room earlier, we actually getting ready to put up a story on the Die Hard DLLS, but they don't really know how Diggs got hurt. They just know what Diggs told them. Do they believe what Diggs told them? I don't know, but they don't really know how Diggs got hurt. Okay, there's some people wondering if it was a concussion or not. Some other people, but the bottom line is this: the concussion is not why he's on IR. It's the least of the issues, according to Jerry Jones. The least of things, him being on IR is the concussion. And he said it's a lot of stuff. He used another S word, and it's more than just the knee. I think it's everything that has transpired between the Cowboys and Diggs, dating back to him suffering that knee injury last year. You're talking about the return, not showing up for the offseason program, battling with the ownership about whether he should be docked $800,000 or not, siding with Micah Parsons, criticizing the defensive coordinator. There's a lot of stuff here that is not allowed Diggs to play his best football, and one reason why they put him on IR. The concussion is the least of the things. The least. That's got the headlines, but that's not why he's on IR.
Did he tell you we're going to trade for people or what?
Talked to Steven. He said, we've talked to everybody. It's funny, and it better be funny. And I talked to
Better be funny.
A couple of second and third in commands and other people who last week disputed that they talked to the Raiders, and he called it fake news. Another guy texted, so, Jay Glazer's y'all's boy. Are y'all saying it's fake news with Jay Glazer? Yeah, it's fake news. Okay, whatever. Jay Glazer's their boy. Okay, it's one thing when they said it last week. Jay Glazer's their boy. Steven said to me that we call everybody at this time of year, just like every other year, to see who's available and who's not available. We're not necessarily tracking down. We're just doing our due diligence as we do every year doing this trade deadline, and we'll see. But just as far as this game is concerned, I think this is a huge game for the Cowboys. It's a huge game for Dak Prescott and his run for MVP. It's a huge Cowboys in their mission if they want to stay in the hunt and make Jerry do something on the trade deadline. Beat Denver. You know, everybody said wait till Philadelphia and wait till Kansas City. No, beat Denver. This is a good Denver team. You're on the road. You haven't beat one at Denver since '92. You haven't, beat Denver. You know, in this game, talking to people in Denver, they think their offense is going to go off on this Cowboys defense. And they're looking forward to getting their offense on track. Just like, and obviously we know the Cowboys' offense against their defense is the big thing the Cowboys have to worry about, and it's the focus of this game. You see CD in his icy whites. I don't know if you saw CD coming to the
Yeah.
stadium. That got white silk on. That got his gear on. But if you want to make something of your season, if you want to legitimize the MVP talk, that's Dak looking like If you want to legitimize the MVP talk, if you really want to force Jerry to do something to help this defense, beat Denver. It's a statement game. This is a statement game.
All right, thank you, Clarence Hill. You have yourself a great day, sir. Enjoy an edible and enjoy the game.
Finish that food.
And I would say,
Yeah,
I
in the trash too.
I would say last night that it's always interesting that Michael Parsons' dad and mom were hanging out with Cowboy fans. Dad is going to be here. Mom was here hanging out with Cowboy fans, partying with Cowboy fans, and she's flying to the Green Bay game tonight. Because she can do that. She can leave in the morning and go because she got that $47 million. But Dad is here, still hanging out. He's at the game. He's going to be in Vegas. The Parsons family is still hanging out with Cowboy fans.
Anybody get you a meal out of that? Anybody fix you a plate?
I got a few drinks, got a few pops.
What about yams? Get yams?
Yams?
Yams. I saw one for Ali. I was scouting for Ali down there. I saw one for Ali.
All right, see you,
Next
Clarence.
segment.
All right,
Next
have a great
segment.
day. We're not going to talk about the things
Next
that you
segment.
text us. Those aren't on air, and nobody needs to know what you say to us because it's incredibly offensive. Madium's Prime is in the super chat today. Got one of them bad boys. He said, Jess and Jeff, how hard is it to avoid saying that better be interesting when y'all are on other shows with Broadus, Shannon, Nate, and Kurt? I'll tell you, for me, it's not hard at all because I say it.
Yeah, I say it too. I absolutely say it.
That
if I
bit
don't,
travels.
I say it absolutely. And I tell the people, I'm like, listen, I might blurt it out every now and again. Here's what that means. But if I don't say it out loud, I 1,000% say it in my head all the time.
I would encourage anybody who watches our show, you know the bit by now. If you're new here, if somebody says, it's interesting or it's funny, you got to hit them with, better be funny. Better be interesting. I would like, especially married men that watch this show, I would like you to record on your phone all day until the wife says something is interesting or funny, and then you hit them with that, and I want to see the reaction.
That'll be hilarious.
Because I feel like it could be a concussion.
An accident at home.
That could be.
Gotta go there.
That could be an accident at home. My only question about Trayvon Diggs is he worth a 6th or 7th round pick to someone in the NFL? Because that's what I don't know. Because I don't think that the reputation is going to solely exist in Dallas. I think people are going to look at him now and be like, he's been hurt how many times? We don't even know if he's the same player or close to the same player. And y'all hate him for how many reasons?
See, Trayvon, because he's here, we look at him now as a bad football player.
Yeah.
He's not a bad NFL corner. He can still play corner in the NFL. The problem is, he can. We look for him. We look for him to be the difference maker here because we've seen it, right? We've seen it. We've paid him. So we look at him and say like, hey, you have to get back to that Pro Bowl level in order for us to look at you like the player we once did. He goes to New Orleans. He goes to Baltimore. He goes to Washington or whoever else. He just fits in as one of the guys who has a history and they're looking for him to do anything. He doesn't fit in like he would have to fit in here for the Cowboys because we've seen him at a Pro Bowl level. So I think he's not done in this league. I listed a bunch of names off last week. They're still calling Eli Apple. They're still calling. Yeah. I saw a week or so ago.
But he comes with a big salary too.
Yeah, but when you release him,
that's what I'm saying. Could you trade him?
Well, even if you trade him
for anything.
After this year, he's owed what?
After this year, anybody could release him.
That's what I'm saying.
But they would be paying him, if not, over $10 million.
The Cowboys part with him. That's 15.5. They would save in the cap.
If Ibn Nagany is still getting starts in this league, Trayvon Diggs still has a chance to play this league.
If somebody cut him for sure, you'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
call that guy. Let's, see what he's got. I just wonder if at his dollar figure, if people would be like, sure, we'll give away a draft pick to you for him. And I don't know.
As long as the knees aren't like really, 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 really bad.
That's what I wonder about.
Yeah.
That's what I wonder. Because I think we're now 2 for 2 about the Cowboys, wondering about his rehab.
Yeah.
Like, really? Okay. Coming up next, we will continue to preview the Cowboys against the Denver Broncos. 71-4 is my current prediction. We'll see what the final prediction is right before the show ends. We'll also have Jesse on the blackboard, educating you on Cowboys football. That is next in the DLS Cowboys pregame. And we do want you to sign up to be a diehard. And we also want to make sure that you join us for our post-game show. Thank you for being here for the pre, and know that as soon as this thing goes final, we'll be right back on the air. But sign up to become a diehard. That'll get you access to all the diehard level content on our website. It's everything you need to know about all of your DFW sports teams. Clarence is out there at the game right now popping out information that you probably want from things that he got from Jerry Jones right before he ran upstairs to talk to us. You want to get that stuff. So sign up and become a diehard. And when you do, you also can pick a free T-shirt from the merch store. That's real nice. I'll show you. I got one on underneath right now. It is sweatpants and hoodie season, but I also have I got a DLLS hoodie on, but I also got a DLLS shirt on. See, I got that right there. Can't really, there you go. Yeah, got a little skyline. Yeah, that's my DLLS, one of my shirts that I got right there. Sign up and get that bad boy in the merch store. And then you get 20% off any events we have. 20% off things in the merch store. You get to join our Discord server. So sign up to be a diehard. Use that QR code, okay? Also want to shout out our friends at Prize Picks. I just put in so many picks. I pretty much put in Prize Picks for every individual game. Like, you can spread it across whatever you want. You could pick something for Victor Wembanyama.
Literally, you name it, they have it.
Something from a F1 race, and then you could pick a WNBA rebound thing, and then you could go with a CD Lamb. Like, you can pick whatever you want. Up to 6 different picks. You get your picks right. And all you're doing is saying if you think somebody's going to have more or less than a projected stat, you get those picks right and you get the monies. And it is a way to keep me entertained pretty much all day and in every sport at all times. So that's our friends at Prize Picks, who we do want you to join. Have yourself a time. It's a great way to get in the action on football in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. So what you do is you download the Prize Picks app today. You use the code DLLS. And you're going to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code DLLS. Get you $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. It's the DLS Cowboys podcast, and we do have to hit you with our pregame picks presented by Prize Picks.
Let's go.
Okay? Got these things. Me, George Pickens, will have more than 85.5 receiving yards. Bank it. Jake Ferguson will have more than 3.5 receptions for at least 11 yards. Javonte will have more than 15.5 rushing attempts, and then your boy gets all the money. Kicker boy, Brandon Aubrey.
Hey,
that'd be Ali.
in this stadium, come on now.
Brandon Aubrey, more than 1.5 field goals made. Jake Ferguson, more than 39.5 receiving yards. Cortland Sutton, more than 63.5 receiving yards. Mystery Man John. Javonte, longest run, less than 13.5 yards. Dak, more than 0.5 interception. Boy, there is some hating going on. And no tutties for Ferg or Mims from Denver. How about that? That's the sort of stuff you can do with our
National
friends.
Tight End Day. We got to be behind Ferg.
Well, maybe this is a big Brevin span forward touch. Maybe this is a Schoon breakout day.
Oh, God.
You don't think that's going to happen? It's possible. All right. I do want to kick it over to our friend who is on the blackboard, and he is going to tell you a little bit about the Cowboys defense today and what you may see, what you may need to see. Jesse Holly, take it away.
All right, Jeff, appreciate you, brother. It's a black man on the blackboard, and we go into the game.
So what?
The black man on the blackboard. But let's get to what we're doing out here. All right, so we had the Cowboys defense last week. You've been begging for, coach has been begging for, players who are injured right now have been begging for the Cowboys to go man to man. Now, I do believe last week the Cowboys went 48% man coverage, right? And I part of that to me was a little bit of, hey, Eberflus, we got to change it up a little bit. And then another portion of that was the Commanders didn't have their full complement of receivers in that game, so it lended a little bit more to possibly going man-to-man. They did it. They did it wonderfully. The Cowboys were able to win the game. They created pressure. They got turnovers. They got a pick six. All those good things. Now, you head into this game against the Denver Broncos, who are not short of any of their playmakers. Bo Nix is their quarterback. They have all their complement of weapons on the outside. So, and this may be a little bit controversial or like, Jesse, what are you talking about?
Don't do it.
But this would be a really good time for the Cowboys to go from their man-to-man coverage back to their zone coverage. Here's why.
Oh,
One,
there it is.
Trayvon Diggs is not playing.
Look at that red.
None of your starting safeties are playing. You already are without Malik Hooker. You will be out Donovan Wilson. You will be out Wanye Thomas. You have backup safeties, backup corners out there. And so Bo Nix really struggles more so against zone than man. But there is still a way that you can create the pressure that you did last week while running zone cover. So let's go to the board. So what we're going to look at right here is cover 3. This is one of the defenses that Matt Eberflus runs the most when he's running his zone coverage. So this cover 3 look is something that they've run. And I know that a lot of you don't like the fact that cornerbacks play so far off and they're giving up some of these 80 throws underneath. But you can still run this and create pressure. And here's how you do it. So you're going up against 11 personnel. And what you have here is that you'll have this cornerback. He will have this third of the field. This cornerback here will end up with this third of the field. Now, here's how you create the pressure up front to get Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos offense off timing, off key, and hopefully create some sacks. So here's where it gets a little bit interesting. So now you'll have this nickel player right here. And in this defense, the nickel has now been your best defensive back in DaRon Bland. So he's one who's experienced, he understands this, and he knows this. And so what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to create pressure off this side where the nickel is at. So you're going to have the nickel come right off this edge right here, come inside. This Will Backer, he will creep this way, and then he will come off this left side as well. Your defensive end will crash down this way, tackle crash down this way, whether it's an end or tackle crash down this way. Now, the opposite end, he's going to have to drop back in coverage and play the hook curl. This strong side safety, because now the nickel has gone in and blitz. Who's going to defend this guy? Well, your strong safety has to now come down, creep down. He's defending this guy. Your strong safety is the deep third of the field. And then now you have your middle linebacker playing the middle area right here. So what you want to do here is up front is that when they see this guy out here, their count will go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the quarterback will ID one of these two players as the Mike. You see it all the time. Quarterback goes 55 to Mike. Whatever he does that, this line says 1, 2, 3, 4, and whoever he IDs is the 5th guy. So if let's just say he IDs the Mike as the 5th guy. Well, all of these guys now are going to move to guard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's who they're going to block with the offensive line, which means the running back has one of these two guys. Hopefully they miscount. This guy sweeps down here. If he gets here and gets picked up by the running back here, that means DaRon Bland should have a clean shot at the quarterback to maybe get a strip sack fumble, to maybe get a sack, to maybe do something disruptive before Bo Nix can get the throw out. This is one of the ways that the Cowboys can still stay in zone coverage and apply pressure to the quarterback in the Denver Broncos offense. Bo Nix has struggled overall against zone coverages. So it might be a time to kind of conversely go back to playing a little bit more zone than you did, man, a week ago from Matt Eberflus and his defense. But you don't have to give up the pressure. Jeff, back to you.
Yeah, pretty disgusting. Thank you, Jesse. Trying to go back to zone. Can't run no dang. This team can't run no dang. Anyway, that is board man gets paid. So that was a
board
man on a board. Just showing you some stuff there. Now, Ali, you get us prepared here with our players to watch as we get ready for Cowboys 71, Broncos 4.
Doing this again? Players to watch? All right.
Oh, I think we.
Yeah, we did Friday.
I think we. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
we did on Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, see, look, the pregame is a reset of the week.
Okay.
That's the rule.
Well, you know what? I did have a surprise player on there that I've never put on there before. First time.
Come on, hit me with him.
I watched the tape on him. I was impressed by his run blocking. I threw Brevin Spanford into my players to watch. I like what I've seen out of him there.
I would love to see more Brevin Spanford, especially if it means that Luke Schoonmaker's on the field less. And I don't mean to. I want the Schoon family and friends to know that this is not. I'm not targeting a person. I'm making a football observation, but I'm not sure what he brings when he's on the field because he's not a good blocker. And the athleticism that he showed like at the combine does not translate to a football field, and it didn't at Michigan either. It just looks like a miss. And to your point, Brevin Spann-Ford is a lot of fun when he gets to moving people. And so if he could offer anything as a receiver, I want some more. I want some Brevin Spann-Ford snaps too. And I want Javonte Williams to go for $120 on his old team. That's what I'm looking for. Get this thing to a little bit of smash mouth for the Cowboys, because the one thing you do not want to let the Denver defense get to doing is know that you're passing. If they know that you're passing, which is my favorite thing, I like to pass.
I know you do.
I like to pass. Every run play that doesn't gain at least 5 yards, I'm like, man, that
doesn't matter to you.
What a dumb play. But they have to believe that you'll run. Is what we got. That's what I need. I just need them to believe that I might run, so that I don't get 3 really good pass rushers teeing off on my quarterback. And so that'll be my big challenge for the team today. Oh my God, am I going to become an established the run person?
You have.
Today they really need to.
We're working to it.
Today,
we're working to it.
Today the Cowboys must establish that they might run.
You've changed.
Not actually run, but make them think you might run before you throw a bomb.
And Dak talked about it all week long and when he spoke, and then again at the end of the week when he spoke, he said, we have to get and make this game dirty. And to me, that just means that they have to figure out a way to get those dirty runs at least early in this game, so that to your point, Jeff, that the Broncos, in the back of their mind, Van Joseph and the rest of that defense, they're thinking about, man, they're trying to still establish this run. And Javonte, his running style fits the dirty runs.
Right.
It's physical. It's running behind the pads. It's moving the pile forward. It's, breaking tackles, never just taking what's there, but, forcing your way to go and get more. And so I think early on, the Cowboys have to get in that. And that's why it's going to be imperative that you can't have the dumb penalties. You can't have the holdings. Can't have the false starts. You can't do things like that set you behind the sticks. And now you're looking at 2nd and 10 and 2nd and 15, if that's the call, so of what it is. And then when you get to 3rd down, make sure it's 3rd and manageable. Make sure it's 3rd and manageable so you can throw the quick screens. You can throw the slants. You can throw, to the quick little things.
I like that you said throw, and throw on 3rd and manageable. I like that.
Yeah.
3 different ways to throw.
Yeah, to throw it.
Yeah, I like that.
To throw it. But if you establish that we can run it, I'm talking about just making them think.
Yeah, that's all
about running it.
Make them think I might.
Right.
Not that we want to, but we could if we have to.
But we don't want to.
No. But that is like the biggest thing is not always. Because sometimes I don't believe, like if a team is asking you to do something with the way that they line up, I think a lot of times you say, okay, I'll take what you're giving us. But at some point you can't let them do that. It just makes you too predictable. If I'm going to do exactly what you show that you want me to do. I can't always, but I do need to be able to. When you got a light box, got to be able to run it.
And that's the thing, is that they do a good job with the Broncos defense does a great job with disguising what the box will be. Because Hufanga wants to play near the line of scrimmage. They don't want Hufanga to really be in coverage.
Make him cover Cavante Turpin.
They don't want Hufanga to truly be in coverage. He's going to play down in that box. But they'll sit back 2 safeties high, and it'll look like, 2 high safeties, light box, let's run it. And then at the snap, here comes hair on fire, Hufanga down into the box. And, he's not afraid to hit. I'm telling you that right now. So, he's not – if Javonte runs into him, he's going to have to keep running into Hufanga because he's going to keep running into you over and over and over again until somebody either breaks or concussion or just breaks.
Easy, sir.
That's what happens in football.
Happen on a football.
It happens. You keep running the human being at full speed.
Kerry Matthews is in the super chat. He said, Poppy the Puppy's got the boys 24-20. Lock that in and take that check to the bank and cash it. I'm going to tell you this, 24 won't be enough.
No.
It won't be.
24 would not be enough. The Cowboys are without 1, 2, 3, and then the next man up. So, about 60 to 80% of your secondary pretty much is not
and
playing
Cooper
this game.
Beebe, we thought who was going to get a chance to play, isn't.
Oh, son of a biscuit. Give me your prediction, Ali. Tell me your prediction for the game, and make it the right one. If the Cowboy fans are watching,
make it the right one. Well, it's not.
Make it the truthful one.
I start with 71-4. I'll give you my final one in a second.
It's not 71-4. Jeff just loves using the number 4 every single week for some reason. But I'm going to go 34-31. And what did you call me earlier? The kicker boy?
That was a graphic by John.
Oh, okay. Appreciate it, John. Kicker boy has the kicker himself winning us this game today.
I like that. Jesse?
Kicker boy.
Kicker
I love that.
Yeah, I agree with what Clarence Hill said, and that's very rare that I agree with what he says. But this is a statement game for the Cowboys. Like, you want to win the MVP, you want to be in that conversation, you got to go on the road and beat teams that people deem equal to or greater than you. So, but I don't think this is the week that they do that.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that defense is a little bit too much for the Cowboys offense on the road in Mile High. So I have the Cowboys losing a very close one. 31-30, Denver Broncos.
Got to show you can win on the road, too. They've only one road win this season as well.
Yeah, you guys know this is just reverse psychology. I don't mean it. Broncos 31, Cowboys 27. We'll see you back here for this. Just reverse psychology. They need my motivation. We'll see you guys back here for the post game. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through. Be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy. See you in a minute.
Eliminate tendencies.
We all silly like the mayor.